Hello, everyone, and welcome to Your Business Accelerated. I am your host, Attorney Shaune Arnold, and I am, as always, reminding you to maximize your competence to get the confidence you need to succeed. Well, when we last got together, we talked about some general business issues, and that is something that we are going to be doing every week on Your Business Accelerated. I want to welcome you and thank you so much for joining me this week and joining me every week, because this is all about you and this is all about your business. So if you have any particular questions on your business, you can also find me on Facebook and LinkedIn and Twitter under Shaune.Arnold. I'm real easy to find. So if you want to send me a particular question about your business, I will take a look at it, and I may actually answer your question on the air. So you may be able to get to me even though you're not able to talk to me in these particular calls. So I want to assure you that you are in the right place this evening. If you find yourself frustrated, you're working really, really hard, and things are either on an even keel and you are having difficulty getting past that, or you're one of the millions of people that have been chewed up and spit out in this economy, and you're finding yourself sort of bewildered and sitting by the side of the road, if any of these things are happening to you, I want to assure you that you are indeed in the right place. This is the place where you are going to get the confidence to take that step and to either start, build, or fix that business of yours. Fix that dream of yours, that thing that you've been wanting to do. You are in the right place, because we are going to get you moving on your dream. I also want to invite you to join me every Wednesday night on Legal Biz Cafe, and this is where you get more of the tips, triggers, and red flags that you need to know about. It will help you with your mindset, and I'm going to talk more about that today. So I invite you to follow me on LinkedIn and Twitter, Facebook. So those are all the ways that you can find me. And in the coming weeks, I'm going to have some very exciting news to share with you, and it's going to allow us to work more closely and more fully together on your business. And so I'm really excited about that. I hope you're excited about it too. So stay tuned for further developments in that regard. Tonight, we are talking about conceptualizing your business so that we can accelerate your business. What do I mean by conceptualizing your business? Well, this is a step that comes way before branding. And branding is a spot where a lot of people have been, it's like a sexy topic right now. A lot of people are spending a lot of time thinking about their message and thinking about audience, and they should definitely be doing that. And the challenge is they're also spending a lot of money constructing an image. And my suggestion to you, if you're struggling with the notion of branding, is let your message grow organically. I'm going through much the same growing process with Platinum Tower. I'm feeling my way. I'm doing this weekly call, Your Business Accelerated, where I'm talking to you about hardcore business issues. And I also do a radio show every Wednesday night called Legal Biz Cafe. And because I'm talking to people about their business twice a week, I'm finding that I am bifurcating my message, where we are talking about the mindset of the entrepreneur and giving you tips on how to expand your mindset, how to persevere in tough times, how to set those goals when in your heart you've got a lot of trepidation and you don't know if that's something you should be going for or even can be going for. So we're dealing with those issues on Legal Biz Cafe. And in Your Business Accelerated, we are dealing with the hardcore business topics. So you see, that's part of the way that my message is feeling its way, finding a way to get to you and serve you the best way that I can. So that's part of my constructing my message, but it really is not part of branding. I want to give you some tips on constructing your actual message, conceptualizing your business. And what I mean by this is actually infusing your passion and your personality into the systems of the business so that as it grows, you get a Southwest Airlines, which is a company that makes money in bad economies and everybody wants to work for them, as opposed to, say, an Arthur Andersen, who I worked for, so I know that was probably the only business that I just quit. I just quit one day without having another job or going to school or anything like that. The corporate culture there was so bad that it was cliquish and oppressive, and it's the kind of corporate environment that you really want to avoid. So I'm going to give you some tips this evening on how to actually avoid becoming an Arthur Andersen. I believe that the first thing you want to do is get eye to eye with your mastermind group or with your board of directors. And if you don't have a mastermind group and you don't have a board of directors, then I encourage you to create one just as soon as you can. You want to get people on your mastermind that are strong in areas where you're weak. If you don't know about marketing, you want somebody who's strong in marketing. If you don't know about law, you want somebody who's strong in law. If you don't know about taxes, you want a CPA on your mastermind or on your board of directors. Last week, we were talking to a client of mine. We'll call her Shelley. And Shelley wants to create a car repair business where women feel comfortable going. And Shelley is right in the beginning stages where she has a potential investor that thinks her idea is really hot. And she was trying to figure out how to get herself going. So in addition to working on a revenue model for her, which is requiring her to really dig deep on the numbers that it's requiring her to understand in order to pull this kind of a business together, we actually brainstormed on her business model. And as we brainstormed on it, Shelley began to realize that there was a huge teaching component that she wants to deliver to women. And we identified the fact that this teaching component would be easily housed in a nonprofit. And if she were a 501c3, she could also get the community where she lives to donate property to the 501c3. And that way she doesn't have to worry so much about either leasing or buying a going concern. So that is an option for her that she would not have come across if we had not been masterminding her business. So it is extremely important for you to pull your mastermind group together, your board of directors together, and visit the values of your company. Now, your values of your company, what I mean by that is there are certain pillars that are going to make your business successful. Things like accounting, accounts receivable, marketing, inventory control. You may be a manufacturing business, so there's a whole product development, pricing, and distribution chain that's being handled in the company. What I want you to do is bring all of your mastermind group together and lay out on a Post-it note, a large Post-it note, on the conference room table, all of the various moving parts of your business, everything that makes your business tick. And then I want everybody who's sitting around that table to privately rank all of those moving parts in terms of their importance to them. And then when everybody is through ranking them, I want you to make known to everybody around the table what those rankings are. And you're going to find that everybody values, say, payroll. And there are going to be some other aspects of your business that uniformly get low value scores. People don't think it's very important. I can almost guarantee you that those are the areas where you're going to find your biggest opportunities to grow your business, to fix your business, to align your business with your vision and your mission, and make sure that everybody is on the same page and that you elevate the importance of those individual moving parts so that all of the aspects of your business are getting the proper attention from your board of directors or from your mastermind team. So you really want to make sure that this is an all-hands effort. And I think you're going to be really surprised at what this reveals to you about your business, and I think you'll be surprised at the opportunities for growth that it lays out in front of you in a very, very clear fashion. So what if you are a going concern and you have people problems? You have employees that do a lot of grousing, employees that are coming late, employees that just seem to be in the wrong place at the wrong time on every occasion. You know, I had a client like this. She had a manager named Bob, and Bob was really good at certain aspects of just following up on inventory control and a lot of the nuts and bolts that kept her business afloat and kept everyone focused on the bottom line. Now, the problem was that this manager just hated people, and he had to deal with the customers. And she was getting a lot of complaints about him. And she was losing business, she was losing customers, and she was about to fire him. Well, what we did instead was put him through a battery of personality tests, where we were able to determine that he is not a people person, that he was a very, very valuable asset to her business, but that he simply didn't belong at the front of the house handling customers because he just was not suited to handle customer care. So she shifted, rather than firing him, she shifted him to a different area of the business, and she found that her business then went through the roof because she was able to hire somebody who really was a people person and who really enjoyed when people walked through the door and those little bells tinkled. This new manager got a smile on her face, and the business grew. So these are the things that I invite you to consider when you are conceptualizing your business, or if you've already started your business and you find that there's some dysfunction in your business, I implore you to fix that dysfunction as quickly as you can, because if you don't, what happens is it becomes a cancer. It becomes a cancer in your business that grows and grows and grows, and good people will not stay. Only the people who can survive eating the cancerous energy in the enterprise, those are the only people that are going to be left. And you're going to wind up with an Arthur Anderson. And I was amazed at when that company did implode, how many people were on the street talking to reporters about how unfair it was that they should be losing their job. But these were the same people who created such an oppressive atmosphere that I just quit my job. I really was astounded by that. And so I want to bring that up and just lay it on the table for you to consider this evening, to understand that your corporate culture is ultimately everything in your business. It affects your internal workings, and it also affects your customer care. So, folks, that tonight is the subject, conceptualizing your business, that I wanted to chat with you about. I invite you again to visit next week on Your Business Accelerated. Thank you so much for joining me on Your Business Accelerated. I'm very, very excited to get to know you and to get to serve you and to pour everything that I have into you and into your business. So I will look forward to seeing you again next week. Thank you and good night.